guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, hi, I'm Brittany. Welcome to my channel. I'm so glad you're here today. So today we're filming a very exciting video. We're going to be trying some new makeup on my face. I'm going to be using the makeup that I've hauled in my previous hauls, so if you haven't seen those, I will have them in the cards right here and also in the description. But yeah, I'm really excited to try all this new makeup on my face. So if you guys want to see this video, let's go ahead and get started. So the first product we're going to be trying today is from Wet n Wild, and this is their PhotoFocus Coconut 3-in-1 Primer Spray. So this is what the packaging looks like right here. It's so cute and so small. It retails for $5.49 on Ulta's website, which is where I got mine. So let's go ahead and open this baby up. Ooh, that's so satisfying. Wow, as soon as I open the cap, I could smell the coconut. It smells so good. So it says to go ahead and shake first, and I'm just gonna spray this all over the skin, and then we'll see what we think. The first spray is always the hardest. Hold on. Okay, got it. Oh my gosh, so it actually has a really generous spray. It totally drenched my skin, which I like because my Too Faced Hangover RX one, the one that it's kind of a dupe for, it does the same thing, and I like it because it makes me feel like I got the whole area of my skin. And so it smells really good, and it feels really hydrating. Like I could feel it like sinking into the skin. So now that it's dried down, it gave my face kind of a glow. Hopefully you guys could see that on camera. And my face does feel a little bit tacky, which I like because that's gonna tell me that it's really gonna help my foundation stick to it, which is the same thing that my Too Faced Hangover RX primer spray does. So far this is a really good dupe for the Too Faced one if you want to go the more affordable route. Next up for foundation, we're going to be trying the new Juvia's Place I Am Magic Velvet Matte Foundation. This is what it looks like right here. So this retails for $20, and I got the shade Cario 600. So this is what the packaging looks like right here. It actually looks super duper small, but it is a 1 ounce, just like any regular foundation, and it is a squeeze tube. I don't like the fact that you can't see the color because I honestly don't know what I'm gonna get, but we shall see. Hopefully this color matches. It does have the color on a little sticker right here, so hopefully that doesn't fall off. So I'm gonna go ahead and shake that up. If you're wondering about price, it does retail for $20, and I just ordered mine off of Ulta's website. So let's go ahead and see the consistency. Okay, so it is on the more thick, kind of moussey side. Hopefully you guys could see that. I don't really smell anything, so it doesn't really have a scent. Hopefully this color matches me. What do you guys think? Oh crap, I forgot to go ahead and correct my under eye veins first. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that off camera, and I'll be right back. Now that I got that out of the way, I'm going to go ahead and apply this foundation using this new sponge from Sonia Kashuk. It's not new to the market, but it is new to me. I got this from Target, and it was $7 for a duo, but do you guys see how giant this is? It's freaking huge. Let me compare it to my beauty blender. Where is it? Do you guys see how massive it is? It's freaking huge. I love it. It does feel a little bit stiffer than the beauty blender, but it's not hard by any means. So as you guys can see, I have a lot to cover, so let's go ahead and see how this does. I'm going to start off with a little bit just to see how far it goes. I'll just start applying it, and my sponge is damp. And oh my gosh, hopefully this color is okay. It does look a little bit light, but hopefully it will oxidize. So on the website, they do describe this color for light with neutral warm undertones, which I either have neutral or I could go more towards warm, so that makes sense that I would pick this color. And now that it is oxidizing, it does look like it's starting to match. It actually looks like it's getting a little bit too dark for me. I don't know if you guys are going to be able to tell, but it is a little bit darker than my neck. So hopefully we could fix that with some concealer. So I feel like this does dry down kind of fast. It already kind of has that velvet matte finish. So I have a lot of acne scars on my forehead, so let's go ahead and see how this covers. So far it's covering really nicely, but it doesn't look cakey, you know? And I'm really liking the sponge. It feels really soft on the skin. So this is what it's looking like after one kind of light layer all over. As you guys could see on my forehead, my acne scars are still kind of peeking through, so I am gonna see if this is buildable. So I'm just gonna take some of the foundation and kind of place it on my little acne scars. Then I'm just gonna blend right on top of that. You guys could kind of see on camera how light it starts off as, but then then it does get darker. Alrighty, so this is what it looks like after it's built up, and I think it looks really, really good. I love the coverage. You guys know I'm a full coverage girl. So I don't have a new concealer to try out today, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that off camera, and then I'll come back on camera to try the next new product. For powder today, we're gonna be trying this new one from Rimmel London. This is the Stay Matte Mattifying Loose Powder, and I got mine for $4.99 at Target, aka Target. So it comes in just a standard kind of loose setting powder package, and it is in the shade Translucent. Ooh, it does come with a little puff, little cute little puff, which I probably won't use. And then there is the inside. It doesn't smell like anything, which, oh wait, I think I smell something. One second. It has like a slight hint of kind of like the Coty Airspun powder. If you've ever smelled that, it has like a very, very slight scent of that, which kind of smells like a little old lady-ish, you know? But I'm glad that it's very, very faint because I do not like the smell of the Coty Airspun, and I don't ever use that one anymore because it's too heavily fragranced, but this one, it's just right, if you know what I'm saying. I wish that they just didn't put any to begin with, but whatever. So I'm just gonna shake some into the cap. Woo! Okay, I got a lot of powder out of that. So I'm gonna be trying this powder everywhere. So I'm gonna be using it to set under my eyes and just set the rest of my face. And I'm gonna take that on that Sonia Kashuk sponge and just go right into the skin. So it set my under eyes pretty nicely, and then I'm just gonna press it all the way in my skin. So the only thing I don't like about the ingredients for this powder is that it does contain talc. Don't I look attractive? So far so good with that powder. I'm liking the way it's filling in my pores. I'm just gonna go ahead and let that bake on my skin for a little bit. So moving on to eyes, I'm so excited. We're gonna be trying the new Natasha Denona Sunrise palette. So this baby retails for $65, which is actually not that bad compared to her other kind of bigger palettes. This one is a smaller size, but it's not too small. It's kind of like a normal size when it comes to eyeshadow palettes. So this is what the packaging looks like, and it comes like in a hard case, and then on the back it does have little holes to where you could take out the eyeshadows if you want. I love this packaging. I like it a lot better than her like kind of book packaging like this one, just because I like that it like snaps closed and everything, so you know it's not like getting aired out, if you know what I'm saying. And then it does come with the mirror, and these are your shades right here. They are so freaking gorgeous. I cannot wait to put this on my eyes. And for this one, she did imprint the names on the palette, which is genius, just because the old one has here, this is my Sunset palette. It had a little plastic slip in here that had the names, which I actually tore out because it was just in the way. So I like the fact that now they're on there and I don't have to like throw away the names, because now for these ones, I honestly don't remember the names. Speaking of the Sunset palette, you guys did say that you wanted kind of me to compare some of the shades. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that at the end, but first we're gonna go ahead and do the eye look. Alrighty guys, so my eyes are already primed, and I just used my MAC Soft Ochre paint pot. So the reason why I personally fell in love with this palette was because of the berry shades in here, so that's what I'm going to try to use today. So I'm going to start off the look with the shade Glory, which is this one right here. Let's see the powder kick up. It does have some powder kick up in there. Hopefully you guys are going to be able to see that on camera, but you do want to go ahead and tap off the brush because of that reason. So let's go ahead and see how these go on the eyes. Now I didn't set my primer just because if I do, the MAC paint pot could tend to get a little bit dry. That is really pigmented, oh my gosh. So I'm definitely gonna have to take some of this off the brush because I feel like I have way too much product. So even though I put way too much product, it blended out perfectly fine. So I'm actually gonna take the darkest color in the palette, which is this one called Clove. So hopefully it gives me enough definition, because if not, that kind of sucks that there's only one dark shade. And I'm gonna be careful with this one because with dark colors like this, they could tend to get patchy if you put too much. So this one is going on a little bit patchy, but I'm just gonna try to keep working with it and just packing it on. But it is really, really deep. So I'm gonna try to use a different brush just to see if that helps. I'm gonna take my Sigma E38 brush, use code BritanyRaquell to save 10%. So for this eye, I went in with the Sigma brush alone just to see if maybe it was my brush that was making it patchy, and it did help, but it still is kind of patchy, so it's kind of the brush's fault, but also the eyeshadow, if that makes any sense. And so for all the blending I had to do, this eye turned out really like blown out, which is okay, but I'm just gonna take the color Citrine, which is that yellow shade in the palette, this lighter yellow. I'm gonna use that to kind of blend everything out. It's not too pigmented, but it is a really light yellow shade, and it's going on top of all those dark colors. But I just kind of want to use it as like a transition shade. Okay, now that I got all the matte shades I want down, I'm going to go ahead and cut my crease so I could have a little bit more room to try the shimmers. So I'll be right back. So now I'm going to try the purple color called Aster. And I'm just going to do the same thing, use a brush first and then go in with my finger. This one is a little bit more sheer. This one is probably best with the finger. So I'm just gonna tap that on. Yes. Do you guys see the difference, like as with a brush than the finger? I feel like shimmers always just perform way better with your finger. Alrighty guys, so I'm gonna go ahead and finish off the rest of my eyes off camera. I'm just gonna redefine everything, do the lower lash line. And I forgot to tell you guys, but I did buff away my bake already, and I just used my Benefit Hello Happy pressed powder to do that. I just take a big fluffy brush and buff away the bake, just because this powder doesn't have a lot of coverage, and so I've been liking it kind of to just airbrush my makeup because it does leave you with that flawless finish. So I did that. Actually guys, I think I'm also gonna do the rest of my face off camera just because we only have 2 other products to try, which is a highlighter and a new lippy. So I will be right back. Okay guys, I'm back and these are my finished eyes. What do you guys think? You have to let me know in the comments down below, but I did add something. I added a gate, I believe, is that how you say it? But it's this gold right here and I put it in the inner corner. It's not that bright of a shade, which is kind of upsetting, but it was the only like bright one in the palette that I could use in the inner corner. So moving on to the next new product, we're gonna be trying this Dior Backstage Glow Face Palette. So I got this in the color 001 Universal and it retails for $45. So this is what it looks like right here, and here are the shades. They are so beautiful. I'm gonna try to use as much shades as I can on the face today just so you guys could see what they look like. So I'm first gonna take the pink and I'm gonna try to use this as kind of like a blush topper. This is more of a cool tone pink and the blush that I have on is more warm tone, so we'll see what it looks like on top. And I don't want to add too much because I don't want my face to look super textured, but I want to see what this looks like on my blush. And they do call this shade a blush on the back of the palette, and it did leave me a nice glow. I like that. It does it does look like I kind of got punched in the face for some reason. I don't know why. Maybe it's just the 2 colors mixed together. But that is what it looks like. And then here's the side without it. Yeah, I don't know if I like that. What do you guys think? I don't know. I feel like it looks pretty, like the sheen, but the color, it just looks kind of off on my skin and it's giving me that like bruised effect. So moving on, I'm gonna try out this gold as a highlight and we'll just see how bright this makes my cheekbones. So this is a super thin formula, so I'm definitely gonna have to like build it up. Okay, I like that. It's actually giving me a really nice sheen without creating like a line of like pigmentation, if that makes any sense, because it's that thin formula. So I really like that. Oh my god, I'm excited. This is one of those like lit from within highlights. It just looks so nice on the skin because it just melts right in there. Let's see what it looks like with my finger on the Cupid's bow. Ooh, pretty, pretty. Last but not least, I'm gonna try this icy white shade, and then I'm just gonna put this on the highest points because I don't want to look chalky or anything. Woo! Okay, but I just love the way these are looking on the skin. I kind of want to put some of the white one on my inner corner just to make it pop a little bit more. Let's see how that does. That definitely like boosted up that inner corner. I like it, and I even put a little bit under my brow. But that is gonna be it for my face. I'm gonna go ahead and set it with my all-nighter setting spray. Alrighty, last but not least, we're gonna be trying the new Huda Beauty Power Bullet Matte Lipstick. And I got the shade Anniversary. These retail for $25. And so this is what her packaging looks like. I like it, I like it. It's magnetized. And then here is the shade. And I love like the little shape that she has going on for her lipsticks. So I'm first gonna try this without a lip liner, and then if we need one, we'll go back in with one. Oh my gosh, it feels so buttery. And this shade is just so beautiful. So this gives you the look of a matte lipstick, but it feels like a cream. Like it just feels so hydrating on the lips. I do need to line my lips a little bit, so I'm just gonna go in with MAC Oak. So that's all I'm gonna do for makeup today. I'm gonna go ahead and get dressed, and then I'll be back on camera to tell you guys my final thoughts. I'm back. Now I'm gonna go ahead and tell you guys my final thoughts over all the products. I'm so sorry if you guys could hear something in the background. They decided to mow the lawn right now, so I'm so sorry if you hear that. So starting with the Wet n Wild primer spray, I really do enjoy this. I think it's an exact dupe for the Too Faced Hangover RX Replenishing Primer Spray, so I'm definitely going to keep using that. Now, as for the Juvia's Place foundation, I really enjoyed this as well. I think it gives amazing coverage. It has a really nice, pretty, kind of velvet matte finish. The color was a little bit off, but now I feel like it matches perfectly fine with all my makeup on, and so I cannot wait to keep using this as well. Now, as for the Natasha Denona Sunrise palette, I really did enjoy this palette. The only problem I had was with this shade called Clove. It was a little bit patchy, but other than that, everything had really good quality. Now, it's not something life-changing for me. It's kind of an everyday palette. I feel like if it wasn't $65, I would return it just because I was expecting, I don't know, something wow, especially with the shimmers. They're really pretty, but they're just pretty. They're not like blowing my socks off or anything, if you know what I'm saying. But I would say if you like berries and just kind of warm neutrals, you're gonna love this palette. Like I said, it's good quality, so I am gonna keep it just because I do feel like my eyes look good with these kind of berry shades. They kind of go with my hair really good, and so I do like it. It's just nothing spectacular and like inspiring, if that makes any sense. So those are my final thoughts on this palette. Oh my gosh, these lawnmowers are driving me crazy. I almost forgot to mention this Rimmel powder. I really enjoyed this. It filled in the pores really nicely. It set my under eyes without looking too dry, and it is nice to bake with. It is a really finely milled powder though. Whenever I try to clean up my contour with it, I kind of had to build it up because it's not that pigmented because it is so thin, but I love it. As for the Dior Face Glow palette, I really enjoyed this as well. I think it just looks so wet and so like finely milled into the skin. I'm definitely gonna have to try that pink shade as a highlight, or maybe try to use it on the eyes or something, just because on the cheeks it does look a little bit off. But the two on the top are definitely my favorite. They just give the cheeks a nice pop and a nice glow, and so I really am happy that I picked this up. And then last but not least, as for the Huda Beauty Power Matte Lipstick, I really love this formula. It feels so comfortable on the lips, and this is like my perfect nude for my skin tone. So if you have a skin tone around mine, I would definitely say pick up the color Anniversary. And so yeah guys, that's gonna be everything for today's video. I hope that you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions for me, leave it down in the comments down below. And if you're not already subscribed to my channel, BritanyRaquell, go ahead and subscribe. I do make videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, so that's 3 times a week. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye!